December 24, 2019. A woman named Emily Carter sat curled up on her couch, sipping hot chocolate, the glow of the Christmas tree spilling soft, golden light across her living room. Her parents had left hours earlier to visit her grandmother, 3 hours away. They wouldn't be back until Christmas morning. Emily didn't mind. She loved the quiet, the peace. Outside, snow blanketed the street. Inside, everything felt warm and safe. She scrolled through her phone, half watching a Christmas movie she'd already seen a dozen times. The house creaked occasionally. Old pipes settling wood. Nothing unusual. Until she heard it. Footsteps. Upstairs. Emily froze. Her breath caught in her throat. The footsteps moved slowly, deliberately from her parents' bedroom toward hers. She told herself it was nothing. Old houses make noise. Just the floorboards settling. That's what she told herself. But the footsteps didn't stop. Emily set down her mug. Her hand shook as she reached for her phone. She pulled up her dad's contact, then paused. What was she supposed to say? I heard footsteps? He'd tell her she was imagining things, that she'd been watching too many horror movies. So instead she stood up, slowly, and called out, "Hello? Is someone up there?" Silence. The footsteps stopped. Emily's heart pounded as she climbed the stairs, each step heavier than the last. She reached the second floor and flicked the hallway light on. Every door closed, exactly as she had left them. Her bedroom, nothing. Her parents' room, nothing. Bathroom, nothing. Relief washed over her. She let out a nervous laugh and headed back downstairs. But then she saw it. The front door. The same door she had locked with the deadbolt 3 hours ago was open. Emily's blood ran cold. She rushed to the door and looked outside. Fresh snow covered everything. The porch, the steps, the walkway. No footprints. No tracks. Nothing. If someone had opened the door and walked in, where were the prints? She slammed the door shut, locked it, and backed away. Her mind raced. Maybe she hadn't locked it properly. Maybe the wind. And then she heard it, breathing low and slow, coming from behind the Christmas tree. Emily turned her head inch by inch until she could see into the living room. A figure stood there tall, motionless, hidden behind the tree branches but unmistakable. She couldn't see its face, but she could feel its eyes, watching her. Emily screamed. She grabbed her keys, bolted out the door, and didn't look back. She drove until she reached a gas station, hands shaking as she called her parents. They rushed home with the police. An hour later, the house was silent and empty. Every door locked, every window sealed. Nothing missing, nothing disturbed, except for one thing. On the couch where Emily had been sitting, a footprint, large, wet, still dripping. Too big to be hers. Emily never spent another Christmas Eve in that house. And to this day, she refuses to be alone during the holidays. Because whatever was there with her didn't break in. It was already inside, waiting. December 24, 2015. 5-year-old Jake Henderson lay in bed, clutching his stuffed bear, staring at the window. His parents had just tucked him in, kissed him goodnight, and told him Santa would be coming soon. Jake was excited. He loved Christmas. But as the room grew quiet, Jake saw something outside his window. At first, it was just a shadow, a shape. But then it moved closer, pressed against the glass, and Jake could see its face. It was Santa. But not the Santa from the mall. Not the Santa from the movies. The Santa's suit was torn, dirty. His beard was matted and stained, and his eyes didn't blink. Jake screamed. His parents rushed in, flipped on the light, and looked out the window. Nothing. Just snow falling gently outside. "It's okay, buddy," his dad said. "Just a bad dream." But Jake insisted. He was there. He was looking at me. His mom reassured him. They turned off the light and left. Jake didn't sleep at all that night. December 24, 2016. Jake's parents assumed he'd forgotten. Kids have wild imaginations. But Jake hadn't forgotten. And when his mother tucked him in, he begged, "Please don't turn off the light. Please." She smiled. "There's nothing to be afraid of." "But what if he comes back?" "No one's coming, Jake. I promise." Lights off. Door closed. Jake stared at the window, waiting. Minutes passed. Then hours. And then the shadow returned. The figure stood outside, perfectly still. Then leaned forward, face pressed flat against the glass. Jake couldn't move. Couldn't scream. Its mouth opened slowly, wider than any human mouth should open. And it smiled. Then it raised one hand and tapped on the glass. Jake screamed. His parents ran in. Window empty. But outside, Jake's father saw something. 2 handprints, large and thin, pressed in the frost. By the 3rd year, Jake's parents moved him to a room with no window facing the street, just to be safe. December 24, 2017. Jake's mom woke in the night. A faint tapping sound. She walked down the hallway and froze. Jake's door was open. Jake was standing at the new window, staring out. Jake. He didn't respond. She stepped closer, and then she saw it. Outside in the snow stood the figure. Same tattered suit, same hollow eyes, but this time it was holding something. A gift, wrapped in torn, stained paper. Reaching toward the window, Jake's mother grabbed him and pulled him back. "Don't look," she whispered. "Don't ever look." The next morning they found the gift sitting on the windowsill. They never opened it. Police took it away. They said it was empty. Jake's mother swears something inside was moving. Jake is 14 now. He still doesn't sleep on Christmas Eve. He refuses to go near windows after dark, because he knows Santa is still out there, watching, waiting, offering his gift. And if you thought those were disturbing, this next one will make you question every gift you've ever received. Because sometimes the scariest presents are the ones you never asked for. This is the story of Tom Bradley, and the gift that changed his life forever. December 25, 2021. Tom Bradley woke up alone in his apartment on Christmas morning. 31, single, quiet holiday. He made coffee, put on music, and walked into his living room. Under his tree was a gift he hadn't put there. Large, wrapped in old stained brown paper, tape yellowed with age. He lived alone. His door had been locked all night. He picked it up. It was heavier than he expected. It smelled off like mildew, like something stored in a basement for years. There was no tag, no card. Tom tore open the paper. Inside was a plain cardboard box. He lifted the lid. Inside was a photograph. A photo of Tom, sleeping in his bed, taken from above. From an angle someone would be standing right over him. Timestamp: December 24, 2021. 3:47 a.m. Last night. Tom dropped the photo. Impossible. His door was locked, windows sealed, 4th floor. He checked every room, nothing. Police came, took a report, found nothing. They told him to change his locks, install cameras. He did. The next morning, a new photo. Taped to his refrigerator. Tom watching TV, taken from behind. Through the living room window. A window that faced a brick wall. More photos appeared over the next 3 days. One in his bathroom mirror, one under his pillow, one inside his coat pocket. Each one showed Tom in his apartment doing normal things, taken from angles that shouldn't exist. December 29th. Tom snapped. He packed a bag. He was leaving. But before he left, he found one last photograph. It was of him, right now, packing his bag. On the back, in shaky handwriting, "You can't leave." Tom ran. He didn't even take the bag. He stayed with a friend for 2 weeks and never went back. Broke his lease, left everything behind. 6 months later, he received a package. At his new address. An address he told no one. Inside, a stack of photographs. All of him in his new apartment. On the top photo, "Welcome home." Tom still receives photographs every few months, at home, at work, once inside his gym locker. He doesn't know who's sending them or how they know where he is. But he knows one thing. Someone is always watching and they want him to know it. If you're enjoying these stories, do me a huge favor. Hit that subscribe button right now and turn on the notification bell. I upload terrifying true stories like these every week, and trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next. Alright, let's get to the final story. This one is the most disturbing of them all. This final one haunts me the most. Because it didn't happen to one person, it happened to 8. 8 friends, 1 Christmas party, and a guest who should never have been there. December 23, 2018. 8 college friends gathered for their annual Christmas party. Good food, good drinks, good times. Around 10 p.m., someone noticed him. A man. Tall, 6'5". Perfectly tailored black suit. Dark red scarf. Standing in the corner. Holding no drink, saying nothing. Just watching. Who invited him? Sarah whispered. No one knew, no one claimed him. Michael approached. Hey man, how's it going? I don't think we've met. No response, no movement, not even a blink. Michael waved a hand in front of his face. Nothing. Dude, this is creepy. I'm gonna ask him too. Michael blinked. The man was gone, vanished. 30 seconds later, a scream. He was now standing in the hallway perfectly still facing them. "Okay, this isn't funny anymore," Sarah said. They moved toward him. He vanished again. Appeared behind them, then in the kitchen, then upstairs. Each time closer. Each time silent. Now he was smiling. By 11 p.m. they were terrified. They tried to leave. Every door, locked from the outside. Every window, sealed shut. The man appeared again in the doorway, blocking the exit. "Let us out," Michael yelled. The man tilted his head slowly. His smile widened. Then all the lights went out. In the darkness, footsteps slow, deliberate, moving between them. Someone screamed, someone else cried. They huddled together, phones shaking in their hands. Then the garage door opened. They ran, all 8 of them. Didn't question it, didn't look back. They sped down the street. Every one of them saw the same thing in their mirrors. The man in the black suit standing in the snow watching them leave. And he was waving, slowly, deliberately. Goodbye. None of them ever returned to that house. The owners found it empty the next day. No signs of a party, no signs of a break-in. But in the living room they found 8 glasses, 1 for each friend and 1 extra, untouched. Still full, ice cold.